Hello friends and enemies, welcome back to Happy For Now. It's me, Isabel, here with my anticipated releases for January, February, and March of 2022. We're not discussing how we're already here. We're here, it's fine. I have quite a list. This is definitely romance heavy, and if it's not a romance, it's a cozy weird thing situation. So just an FYI on that. I'm sure I missed stuff, but I really did focus in on my romance releases because my manga is just kind of the same as it always is. Like, I'm always ordering like the same series. So you see those in my hauls. You're aware. And yeah, you're aware if you're interested in that. But yeah, if you want any anticipated manga for like 2022, let me know. I'm happy to do like a full video. I don't know right now. But I also wanted to say that these release dates are not firm because, as we all know, there's tons of supply chain issues. Things keep getting pushed back and moved and shuffled. So keep that in mind as I share these, that the dates may change from the time this is posted to the time, from the time I recorded to the time it's posted to the time you watch it. So double check the dates, but let's get right into it with January. First up, January 8th, we have Secrets We Hunt by Dana Isley. This is the second book in the series that the first book is Games We Play, and I am becoming a Dana Isley fangirl. I really liked Games We Play. I really liked Dipped in Holly, and I'm really curious to see what kink she makes me like in Secrets We Hunt. This is the sequel. This is his friend Wes, who is like a bounty hunter hero, and I think our heroine is on the run. I didn't read a whole bunch about it because, again, I don't like to know too much information going in. I kind of like a light trope knowledge, and that's about it. But I am so excited. I was really intrigued by Wes in the first book when we met him, so I'm excited that he's in the next book in this series. Then on the 18th of January, we have Electric Idol. This is Psyche and Eros' story. I think that's how you say it. I'm bad at words, so you're gonna have to excuse me. All I know is that I think he's like sent to kill her, and instead they like go into a marriage contract. It sounds great. I love the art that Katie released for this one. Killed me. I was like, oh, this looks hot. I really liked Neon Gods, so I'm of course excited for this. These are not heavy Greek myth retellings. They're just like Greek myth inspired, if that makes sense, more than a retelling. So yeah, I'm really curious to read that one and see how it goes. Then on January 27th, 25th, we have the Granddaddy, the release of 2022 that I am going to, don't worry, I'll be vlogging it. And don't worry, I basically am doing nothing that day. I have already told everyone in my life to leave me alone. And that is Monroe by Cressley Cole. I am so excited to have this in my grubby little hands. I cannot wait to read it. It is the newest IAD. We have been waiting years for this book. I have not been waiting as long as other readers of this series, but I've still been waiting like 2 years now. I cannot wait. We got the preview for Monroe in McGreeve, which was quite a few books ago. And I'm just ecstatic, and we got confirmation Robert Peckoff is narrating the audiobook, and I'm hoping it drops the same day as release. If not, I'm gonna read it and then I'm gonna listen to it because I have to. This should not be a surprise that I'm this excited for it though. And yeah, I have it pre-ordered in ebook, paperback, and I'm waiting, like as soon as audio drops, I'm buying it in that. So I will literally own it in 3 versions. That's how much I love Immortals After Dark. It is the best. Then on January 27th, we have Twisted Hate by Anna Huang. This is her 3rd book in the Twisted Love Games, whatever series, whatever it's called. Words. This is going to be the friend's brother and their enemies to lovers, I believe, and it sounds really interesting. We had like a little tease of it at the end of Twisted Games? Whatever, we had a little tease of it at the end of the 2nd book, and I really like how she interweaves the stories kind of, but not like too much. So like you can start anywhere, but you definitely get like a taste of what's gonna happen as you go in. But yeah, I'm very excited about this. I don't know much about it besides that they're like hate each other, and I love a good hate to love when it works, when it's done well, and I feel like Anna will probably pull it off in a way that I like. Then February. We have on February 8th, we have Homicide and Hollow Hollow this is by Mia P. Manasala. So she wrote Arsenic and Adobo, which I read last year. This is the Atita Rosie's Kitchen Mystery books. These are cozies. They're really cute. They feature Filipino rep. I really liked the family and the dynamics in this story, but I do want to give a big caveat if you haven't read it yet, that book 1 has a lot of fat phobia in it and it's kind of annoying, but I still really, really liked the book otherwise. So I'm in that point where like, I definitely want to pick up book 2 and give it a try. This might be a cozy series that I continue to read. I just find it really interesting. Also, there's recipes in the book, so that was really fun. One of my really good friends in high school was Filipino. So I used to eat food with him a whole bunch with his family, and I love Filipino food. It's so, so good. And it just was always like, it was really fun reading this and like hearing foods that I actually knew because of that. But yeah, it was really fun. This one is a murder happens at a beauty pageant, and she's got like 2 love interests, so it should be a good time. Cozies are usually pretty fun. I just remember I giggled quite a lot during the other one, so I'm hoping for a similar reaction during book 2. Then I also have Under One Roof by Ali Hazelwood. I have pre-ordered all the audios coming out through Audible. Unfortunately, they're Audible exclusive, but I'm really, really excited. These are all fics that Ali wrote, and they've now readapted 2 books. This looks to be a Raylo fic again, and the other ones are not Raylo fics, I believe. But anyways, I'm really excited. This sounds great. This is like a roommates, enemies to lovers, I think, situation. Either way, I really loved The Love Hypothesis, so I can't wait to read more from Ali. Then we have Wish Out of Water by Holly Trent. I know nothing about this besides that it's a mermaid romance from Holly Trent, who I've not read enough from. I don't know if I've read anything from her. Anyways, I love following her on Twitter, and everyone I know that reads her books loves them, and I just haven't I have read from her, but I haven't like fully dove in because she has so many and so many big series, which is really cool, and I really love that about her, but like it just also is intimidating. So I'm really excited to start this mermaid book because, hello, we don't get enough mermaid books. February 22nd is the Sapphic day of book releases, because I have 2 Sapphic novels coming out from traditional publishers this day. First of all, we have Delilah Green Doesn't Care, which is a sister's best friend, a single parent. It looks like we're getting bi or pansexual representation. We have this girl, Delilah, comes back to town. She never wanted to be there again. She's there, she's photographing a wedding. She sees her sister's best friend and is like, oh, she's hot. And we go from there, and I love the cover. This cover is everything. It gives me a lot of feelings. And I'm just really excited about it. I think it sounds really fun. I'm definitely going to be picking it up in some fashion. Next, we have Count Your Lucky Stars, which is the other Sapphic one. This is one doesn't do relationships. The other one's like recently like down on her luck sort of thing and needs a place to stay. They end up rooming together and they fall in love. Again, I love this cover as well, and I just think these will be really fun. I didn't love the first book in this series by Alexandria Belfour, but I am going to read book 2, Hang the Moon, at some point. So I'm very curious to see what I think of this. I liked her writing, I just didn't love the story, so I'm hoping book 2 and 3 in this little series gives me what I'm looking for. Next, we have my March releases. So on March 1st, we have Hook, Line, and Sinker by Tessa Bailey. I have an arc of this. I will be reading it soon. I'm very excited about it. Tessa Bailey's kind of an auto-buy author for me at this point. I really enjoy her books. I do totally see some critiques that I've seen about her books. I totally see them as valid, like gender essentialist language in them. But I love her books a lot. And I think, you know, we need to all do better at calling that out. So I do want to mention that I've seen these mentions about this, and I'm going to be working on that this year, calling out that language better. But I really liked this couple that was being set up in It Happened One Summer personally. So I'm really excited to see where it goes in book 2. Then on the 15th is In a New York Minute by Kate Spencer. This is a rom-com where they have like a meet awkward on the subway. Her dress like gets ripped. He gives her he gives her his jacket to help cover her, and then they like keep running into each other on the subway, I think. And it just sounds really interesting. I like Kate Spencer on a podcast I listen to called Forever 35, where they talk about skincare, life, all this stuff. So I of course want to read this because I'm just curious to see what I think of it. I may hate it, I may not. I also have an arc of this, so probably a review coming sooner than later. Then the last 2 books we have in March are The Dragon's Bride by Katie Robert. Do I need to say anything else when you see this cover and you know my channel at this point? Like, I don't think I do. I think y'all know why. I gotta read it. Very excited. And then on March 29th, we have 4 Aunties and a Wedding by Jessie Q. Sutanto. This I really liked, Dial A for Aunties. It is not a rom-com, it is more of a absurdist mystery situation, similar to Finley Donovan is what I would call it. They're kind of just, they're mystery thrillers, but they're weird. Like they're very like disconnected from reality. So I'm really curious to see where this goes and how it all unfolds. And apparently this one involves the mafia and all the aunties figuring that out. I just loved book 1. I laughed out loud multiple times during it, and I am ready for book 2 to be in my hands. So those are my most anticipated for the first 3 months of 2022. Let me know some of yours. What ones do you think I missed? Obviously there's a ton of indies coming out that don't have dates yet, so I can't share those, but I will be reading them as they come out. Yeah, let me know your most anticipated for these first 3 months of 2022. If you don't want to do that, leave me a ghost emoji, and I will have links to all these books in that description box for you, as well as links to be my friend anywhere on the internet, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.
Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away.